You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the February 12th meeting of the Michigan City Commission on the Social Status of African American Males. You can find more information for this meeting at www.accesslaportecounty.org.
If you don't, that's okay.
Welcome, everybody. We'll go ahead and get the Michigan City Commission on the Social Status for African American Males meeting started at 12:05. Today is February 12th. First thing on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excuse me, you pass me the agenda, Willie?
I'm good.
You good? All right, next on today's agenda is roll call.
Stacy Bennett.
Present.
Pastor Dennis Carroll.
Present.
Kenny Fly is excused absence. Pastor Hurt.
Present.
Pastor Robert Johnson.
Present.
Mike Jones.
Present.
Casey McCormick is excused absence. His job, he should be coming in the future, but not today. Rodney McCormick.
Present.
Willie Millsap.
Present.
Faye Moore. Present. Nick Holland.
Present.
Taylor Tillman, again, her job, she will not be able to be present until the summer months because she's now the school liaison. What do you call it?
School resource officer.
Resource officer.
Yeah, resource office. And she was gonna try to get on Zoom, if she can get it. Mike Walker, I haven't heard anything back from him. And the council liaison, Joseph Nelson, I haven't heard anything from him. We have 9 present, so we have a quorum.
Thank you. Next, we have the approval of January meeting minutes that were sent out in email that everybody received copies.
Yes, move to approve the minutes.
Got a motion to approve, properly seconded. Take a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Same sign. Ayes have it.
Wonderful. I'm in it.
Yes, okay. Yep. Next, we have the treasurer's report. Mr. Moore?
The treasurer's report should be a separate sheet. And our December 31st, 2024 starting balance was $3,800. Our January 31st, 2025, there were no deposits, no disbursements, so our balance is $3,800. On the back of the sheet is a memo that was sent to Deb Stedman, who is our representative for the Controller's Office. And she let us know that the $1,000 to go for the wrestling team has to go before the Board of Works, and that will go before the Board of Works on February the 17th, 2025 for approval.
What was, excuse me, I'm sorry, what was the, that price again?
$1,000
Oh, okay.
for the wrestling uniforms for the wrestling team at Krieger Middle School. And I talked to Coach and Athletic Director Ryan Labias, and he told me that that's how it would be. So Nick and I talked about possibly doing a big check to do the presentation once it's approved. So what did the commission think about that?
Is that,
I'll have it under new business, but we can talk about it then.
Oh, we can talk about it later.
is that the same thing that you guys were doing for that you guys were doing at the, school board meeting?
Yeah, that's what it,
Is that the same thing? Or is that
for
something?
For the,
Wrestling.
Wrestling team?
and for the board also.
Okay,
Talking about the board.
okay.
move to accept the treasurer's report.
You got a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Is there a copy of it?
It's over there on the
Oh.
table.
So I have a motion and a second to approve the treasurer's report. Are there any questions on the motion?
I'm sorry, who did the second? I did is,
Pastor Carey.
okay.
Being that there's no questions, we'll go ahead and proceed with the vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Ayes have it, thank you. Next on the agenda is old business, so we're just talking about the donation to the Krieger Middle School Wrestling Team, $1,000 donation that the Social Status Commission is gonna make for them. Obviously, we're waiting for it to go in front of the Board of Works next Monday for approval by them.
Every Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
Monday's President's Day.
Okay. We had two other donations that we had discussed. One was to a Bulls game. Pastor Hertz leading that up. You got any new information on the Bulls?
Yes, we I think the same day that Ms. Faye went in, we went and talked to him too about the Bulls. So our game is on for the 4th of March.
Okay.
And so we'll get the ball rolling as far as the transportation, get that shored up, and food to take for the kids to eat also.
Pastor Hurd, how many kids we looking at?
We're looking at 25 chaperones and 20 children or young folk. What was that age? The age that we have for them?
I think minimum 10, was it minimum 10
Okay.
or 12?
Age?
The age?
Yeah, the age
I
group.
think it's 10 or 12, I have to look at
I thought we had them up to 14 or 13 or something like that.
the minimum age.
Okay.
Oh, the minimum age? Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
So that 25 include kids and chaperones?
Right, 5 chaperones, 20 children.
Okay. So that's set to go in front of the Board of Works.
I think the money portion.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. And then there's one other, I can't remember what the third donation was.
Basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah,
Oh, correct,
yeah,
basketball.
that one, receipt will be turned in for the basketballs next week.
Okay, perfect. That was for the MLK Center.
Yes.
Good, good news. Thank you, everybody. Any other old business? Move on to new business. So the one thing that I added under new business was the donation check. So Commissioner Moore and I were talking with these donations, you know, I'm not sure what's been done in the past, but, you know, similar to like what Travis and I did here with the big dry erase check. I think the commission should get recognized when we make those types of donations. So I'll pass this around. It kind of got cut off when I printed it, but it's gonna look something similar to what I've got here. I did reach out to a local company to give me a quote. They have not given me a price on it yet. But I can't see it costing more than maybe a couple $100. So when I get a price on that, I'll present it to the rest of the board. But it's just something I thought we should do when we're presenting these, or even, you know, at this, like when we're giving the wrestling uniforms to Krieger, maybe something we present at the school board meeting.
So this is a big,
Right.
and then we use it just
Yep.
repeatedly,
Yep.
okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it'll be dry erase, so we'll
Dry
be able to change who we're making the donation to and the amount and all that stuff, so.
In addition to that, we're gonna send him a thank you. You will receive a letter from our commission as a paper trail.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Does anybody have any other new business they'd like to discuss?
I have something I want to bring up, but, I don't know if it should be under new business or under, we don't have like comments, so I don't know what would be the correct timing. I can wait until the end if you prefer.
Yeah, I'll save room for comments. All right, moving on to subcommittee reports, education.
Nothing different, just, for me, just recruiting as normal, trying to get as many people as we can to actually go into the schools, volunteer. It's a matter of going down to the office on Carroll Avenue or something, to volunteer, to run background checks, and being armed to get into any of the schools in the system. And as volunteers, there's no time frame. A lot of times just show up, and they need us to show up.
Point of order, Mr. President. We selected the officers. I think at this point, we need to go over the subcommittees.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got a sheet. Yeah, I was gonna pass around a sheet with, for people to either add your name or take your name off of the subcommittees. I was gonna start with Pastor Hurt family.
One of the things that I'd just like to say, once we get the subcommittees, there's individuals that sit on here, don't show up at subcommittee meetings, don't even join subcommittees. That needs to stop.
Thank you.
Everybody, according to our bylaws, everybody must sit on the subcommittee. One of the, 5 or 6 to choose from, and that needs to happen, and people need to have input. You know, as commissioners, we just here to bob our head, or our family members put us in here. That's not good enough. We need to get some work done. Thank you.
Point taken. So take a look at the sheet as it comes around. If you want to remove yourself from the committee, add yourself to another committee, please feel free. Next subcommittee would be health.
That we are at this time getting ready to schedule certain seminars. One seminar that I know that we're getting ready to set up is diabetes. We're looking at April, looking at prostate cancer. So we're gonna be setting up meetings in places where you can go and be a part of those seminars, and that report will be at our forefront at the next meeting.
When you say we, could you give the name of the organization that you're working with?
The Minority Health Coalition will be partnering with us concerning that. And individuals like Beatrice, Simpson Perry, Miss Albertina Allen, and we are recruiting others to be a part of that health department health initiative. We're waiting on Ms. Hurt to give us some answer concerning being a part of that, because she's been contacted. So at the next meeting, you will get a full report concerning what we're going to do for the rest of the year concerning health.
Do they have a website or Facebook page?
I don't think they do. If there is one, I'll report that at the next meeting concerning health. Because I think it's very important that right now what's going on is the bird flu. And I'm finding out that I'm looking at the report in Chicago that they found a lot of dead birds on the lake shore. So we must be aware of those kind of things that may hit Michigan City. So as we go further in this year, those things will be reported to this city, and we will let you know where you can get help concerning the bird flu and where you can get a shot for that.
Pastor Johnson, if I can make a recommendation, can we get Keisha Ward or somebody from Minority Health to come in and be a guest speaker?
Let me tell you now, she's not a part of Minority Health Coalition no more.
Okay.
She's not a part of it because of some personal things.
We can get somebody else. Can you get somebody else?
Yeah, we will.
Thank you.
We will. I'll make sure that happens.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Johnson. Next, we have employment.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have 2 documents to share with the commissioners today. Take one, pass it around. Take one, pass it around. Okay, the first one is in reference to the new Amazon site. There is, in the last paragraph, there's a website that you can go to, click on to get additional information. Also, there's a QR code that you can also follow the prompts for information. The second document is a list of workshops by Work One for the month of February. February the 3rd, which we missed 6th, 10th, 13th, 17th, 20th, and 24th, and the 27th. So please make note of those dates and see if you can refer any family, friends, or relatives to attend. Reference to employment. That's it.
Could we post this
On our website, yes, I think Casey.
Casey.
Right, yeah.
and could we make copy to put in our shelf?
Please feel free.
Good, good.
I'm interested in the one for the Amazon one. Because they're advertising it on TV, but I don't know if it's gonna be close to our area.
I
So,
do know that there's a new Amazon distribution center that, if it isn't open, it's about to be open in Maryville, right off of I-65, and then there's multiple buildings being built for Amazon in New Carlisle right now, so.
but that website, you can always monitor along with the QR code. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Millsap, for that report. Next is criminal justice.
Ms. Tillman is the head of the criminal justice subcommittee, but I just want to say, I guess she's lining up a guest speaker for the next meeting, and I just want to say to everyone in the audience, anybody that wants to join a subcommittee, you can just come and join a subcommittee. If you want to get on any of the subcommittees you see, anybody from the public can come and join. You don't have to fill out no paperwork or nothing, just come in and say what you like to be on, what one of our subcommittees you like to be on, and we can move forward. Thank you, Mr. President.
When is the next committee meeting and where?
That's Ms. Tillman. We haven't touched bases yet. Forgive me.
And the reason why, it was a good question, because I like to know when, because by being a former juvenile parole officer, I would love to be on that committee because it's so important that we impact, especially our youth. Because if we don't, we're gonna lose this generation of youth. So I'd like to be a part of that criminal justice.
In the past, we always sent out some stuff to the clerk's office, letting everybody know what days our meetings are. But again, Ms. Tillman is the head of that subcommittee, and I don't want to step on her toes, so I think we just, we'll have more information for you next meeting.
That'd be good.
Thank you, Commissioner McCormick.
He just completely.
Last subcommittee, social factors.
Social factors, I will have our meeting scheduled for March the 5th at 4:30 at the Michigan City Public Library. That's 100 East 4th Street in Michigan City. Our next social factors meeting in room 3 at Michigan City Public Library, the social factors next meeting. The social factors would like to bring to your attention the Black History Month. There's a lot of activities going on for Black History Month. Right now, like tomorrow, would be the movie called The Red Tails Cinema. And that cinema is gonna be at the Michigan City Police Department Community Room. You use the entrance off of Cleveland Avenue. 1201 East Michigan Boulevard is, for those that are not familiar with Michigan City, is what you would put in for your GPS. But it would be off of Cleveland Avenue for the community room
What time?
at 5:30 to 7:30 for the February 13th. And February the 20th would be the 688 movie on February 20th. And that's a really good movie about the Women Corps for the post office during, what was it, World War II? World War II, that's a good movie. I don't know about the Red Tails is a good movie too. That's with the Tuskegee Airmen, the Red Tails. And then Thursday, February 27th, the Black Patriots, Buffalo Soldiers and a Distant Shore, African Americans of D-Day. And that's gonna be February 27th. They're all held on Thursdays from 5:30 to 7:30 at the cinema. And this Saturday is the Black Expo, Essence Rare Black Expo and pop-ups. Saturday, February 15th at the Lighthouse Place. It's store number 1309 next to Tommy Hilfiger. Store number 1309, and that starts at 10 o'clock from 10 to 3. The Essence Rare Black Expo, and there's other people, entrepreneurs having tables and selling their products at the Black Expo, and they'll have different organizations performing. And Sunday, February 16th, is the Joyful Gospel Fest, 2025 Joyful Gospel Fest, and that's going to be at Pleasant Hill, 717 East 10th Street, from 4 to 6. Anyway, there are several brochures all around town. If you show up Saturday, there will be brochures there for you to pick up to get all of the information. There is a website, a Facebook page, Black History Month activities in Michigan City. You can go to the Facebook page and get the rest of the activities. And because they're gonna have the Quiz Bowl on February 22nd, and they're gonna have the talent show on Sunday, February 23rd. And then there's gonna be a Black History Month gala and theme called Black Love on February the 28th. So you can get all those activities. If you show up Saturday, you can pick up a brochure with all the activities listed, or you can go to the Facebook page, Black History Month Activities, Michigan City. Any questions?
I don't know, I didn't see it, but we can also try to get those out on our social media page, correct?
Right, I did send it out back to all of you guys, should have gotten it. But if you didn't, you let me know and I will forward it to you, the commissioners. But I did send it to the commissioners.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Moore. At this time, it was an oversight by myself to add public comment and commissioner comment to the meeting agenda, so I'd like to make a motion that we amend today's agenda to add public comment and then commissioner comment prior to adjourning.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. So next, we'll take any public comment.
Yeah, this is Tommy Kolovic from 1316 Ohio Street. First and foremost, happy Black History Month, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Well, just a friendly reminder that according to orders, which is 2-457, you're to give your annual report to Common Council at the first meeting in March. So that'll be the March 5th meeting, March 4th meeting. That's the next one coming up. I decided that's the night we're going to the Bulls game. I also want to say they were supposed to have a workshop tonight regarding the new drug-free partnership of LaPorte County and their the group respite house for recovery house for men. They were going to be putting in a Wabash and Ann Street. That was postponed to March 5th. Because that'll be a Wednesday, 2 weeks from now. So I think we really need to find out more about that. It's a $1.8 million project. They went up to the county council back in March. It was Judge Greta Friedman and a couple of representatives from Ton and Blank. The Franciscan Lions that actually donated that property, they're putting it onto the drug-free partnership for LaPorte County. And I think that's really something that we can have that back. 'Cause we all know for years they had, when St. Anthony Hospital was still in existence, they had the rehab unit out on the 7th floor when, that closed and they tore down the hospital. That was gone. We used to have group homes in the past for men. We had Packed at 11th in Ohio, and, the city got the property, they tore down the old school, built fire station number 1. So, they have those enveloped, but we need those social services here. So I'm sure they're going to come up in front of the council and ask for things like permit waivers and, there's an alley that runs there, probably have to vacate that alley and whatnot. So I hope we just support that in any way we can. Thank you.
So Tommy, you said March 5th is when the recovery?
Yeah, March 5th is when they're going to have that. It's going to be here in the AOC room. I think Councilwoman Tracy told me there's going to be a representative from the drug-free partnership of LaPorte County here. That probably some people from Ton and Blank and the Franciscan Alliance. We all know that Ton and Blank is the parent company the Franciscan Alliance is the parent company of Ton and Blank Construction. And it's going to be their project.
Yep, right at the end of my street.
Right up the road from Pastor Johnson's church.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Kalawi, for that information. Any other public comment? All right, we'll move on to commissioner comment. Commissioner McCormick.
I don't have nothing to say at this time.
Thank you. Commissioner Benny.
Yes, so I kind of mentioned this to you briefly at the last meeting about just a consideration. Our board has been having inconsistency as far as attendance, participation with the subcommittee reports. Just for consideration, I know that it's not a requirement that we meet every month. Just consideration of possibly meeting every other month. Sometimes we come like today, we're going to be done in half an hour. Some of the things that we talk about are redundant things. Just a consideration of possibly meeting every other month. If we're not going to be productive, I think that why even come just to come? Some people, I guess, are coming because they want the stipend. I don't know, but to me, I think if we're going to come and be productive, it's one thing, but if we're just coming just to meet, I don't see a reason to be meeting every other month for consideration. It's just my input.
And on that note, I'm glad you brought it up because I think it's very important that we do be productive. Because as we see, this city is starting to expand and grow. Talking to Commissioner President about the prison system. So it's a lot that we got to deal with, and we need to be concerned about what's going on in our city. And I'm really concerned when I see things are not being productive. So I think we need to consider either meeting every other month and bringing those factors together so we can be very productive in what we are doing.
And the reason why I said that is because this past year, we've had a couple of meetings where we didn't have a quorum. We've had a couple meetings where we just had the bare minimum to have a meeting. And then when we get down to the reports, we don't have too much of information and delivery of what's going on with these subcommittees. We always have something for Commissioner Millsap with employment. We have something with social factors. The education and criminal justice has been having things going on as far as like the different things we've done as far as donations and field trips and things like that. And then Commissioner Johnson health. But other than that, I just don't see us being really productive to the extent that we would have to meet every month. I don't know if we need discussion or if it's just.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, does anybody have any comment, things like that? Yeah.
Comment on.
What you say?
Okay. Well, I mean, we can put it on the agenda for the next meeting, and possibly take a vote.
Okay.
I just wanna look at the bylaws and make sure there's nothing in the bylaws that says we have to meet every month.
Or the ordinance. Quarter to three, every 3
And so, I
weeks.
mean, that's
Yeah,
quarterly, it's even
I
longer
think it
than.
said at least.
So
Okay.
that's, we're meeting every month, so that's way more than quarterly.
Right.
Less stipends have to pay out.
Fiscal responsibility.
The only thing I think, maybe we might need to have it in the evening instead of lunchtime, because maybe that's why the attendance is not here. Because people can't meet because of their jobs. Because that's basically what Taylor is saying. Because of her job, she can't meet at lunchtime, except for maybe Zoom. And then, looks like today she wasn't able to. Well, the link was changed also, Nick said. So she might have had the wrong link. But maybe the meeting should be in the evening time. Is there an evening time that's better for the commissioners?
Personally, I would rather have in the during lunchtime. Yeah. I mean, I'm on my lunchtime. I don't really like that part of it, but I would rather have it lunchtime than evening because then once I get off, gotta wait, to the meeting time and all of that. So.
And then everybody's schedule is different.
Right.
I can speak for me. My schedule is different as a pastor. So I don't know what may come up during the evening time. Sometimes I may have to be at the church all day because we're dealing with a situation now. But that's good to be considered if that's the mindset of the whole commission.
If I could just make a recommendation, maybe just send out an email to everybody and say, hey, what do you want to do? Because I do know when I first came on, I know when we first came on, we did try the afternoon before and it didn't work out and everybody voted to go back. But I think everybody should have some say in this. At least they know that, what do you want to do? And maybe alternate, maybe one meeting, we meet in the daytime at 12 or in the next meeting after that, maybe evening, I don't know. Just whatever everybody come up with. Thank you.
Yeah, I could do that. I could send out an email and take everybody's temperature, what they think, and we'll go from there.
That'd be good.
All right.
That's all for me.
But Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we'll put that on the table and vote on that at the next
Next
meeting.
meeting, okay?
And you can still send the email, just to get the temperature.
Yep, I will.
That'll give you more information to chew.
And everyone, please respond to Nick's email. Don't just ignore it.
I'll try to get everybody, it's a big, I'm gonna try to create a group and email, because I actually sent an email today and I think I left you out.
Oh, I didn't
As
get
I tried to
anything
go back,
today.
it was just the new link for the
Oh,
Zoom.
okay.
But yeah, so I apologize if I do leave people out from time to time. All right, thank you, Commissioner Benning. Commissioner Moore,
I have no comments.
thank you. Commissioner Johnson?
It's not really a comment since I don't know nobody else. It's celebrating the birthday in February on this commission. I am.
Well, happy birthday.
I'm celebrating
Happy
my birthday
birthday.
on the 16th. So I just thought I'd throw that out.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right.
Thank you for throwing that out. Happy birthday to you.
Happy belated birthday.
Right, belated.
I think I may be the oldest one here.
You will.
Let me think.
Oh, Michael,
Yeah, I'm 81.
You know this.
I'm not afraid to tell you that. I just try to wrap my head around the number. You know, the number does not correspond, well, maybe it does, with the mind. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Pastor Carol.
And many more.
All right, Commissioner.
No
Wilson.
comment at this time.
Thank you. Commissioner Carroll.
He didn't tell us his age, I'm sorry.
I'll be 71 years old. on
You're
Sunday.
young. 71 years young.
71.
I knew it was.
And some folk don't believe that, so I have to pull out my driving license to prove to people that I will be 71 years old.
And once again,
Give me the book.
Give me what?
age.
He said
My
81.
age?
He said 81.
I just hear that.
You didn't hear that?
But when was your birthday?
I'm 70.
When was your birthday?
Well, he said he was 71, I mean, 81. Yeah, I know, I say that too every day. Thank God.
Amen. Nice.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner Carroll. Commissioner Cox, anything?
That's not
Or
God,
Walker?
that's, no, that's
Jones.
Yeah.
Mike Jones,
I
yeah.
just want to know, did anybody think of anything on education, since education gonna be in the forefront in the future? You know, about gonna help in history, or gonna be taken away, or anything like that?
what do you, what's your question?
But the question is about education. Did anybody know whether they're gonna take anything away from education, like from the schools, Black history, or stopped, or what, you know, for the education? That's my point.
Are you talking about because of political?
Yeah.
Reference to education, can you give us an update on House bill?
I don't know where the House bill is at right now.
Okay.
And then I heard that
I heard something on TV about it did affect some areas in our.
Gary was one of the areas in the
Try,
Yeah,
and
Yes, and then I heard something on the
I'm
news.
actually gonna be down there tomorrow, and that was one of the questions I was gonna ask.
Good,
Where they're at with that.
good.
And I believe President Trump is also, I think he signed executive orders. They don't have to teach Black history, or they don't have to revisit what happened in the past. Is that a kind way to say it? So, and then everybody knows here that he's going to slash the Department of Education. That's their goal.
Right.
Until they do it, I guess we just wait and see what happens, right?
Basically.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's bad.
No, and I think that's a good point that you bring that up, though, because we are seeing what's happening.
Yes.
Do some of the money, like been spent, like wrestling uniforms, was the King Center,
Basketball.
basketball. Basketball. I mean, I didn't get.
It's in the minutes.
It's in the minutes, yeah, we passed by all of that.
Anyway, that's what I'm saying, education wise, like, they probably need computers or something, I don't know if you really need the basketballs or the computers or something to select the education. I mean, maybe somebody wants to learn something, I don't know. You know,
Well, we've already gone through and voted for all of that stuff that's in the minutes.
One of the great things I like to say that I take pride in this, we always try to take care of the needs of what we think that particular, like the King Center is for recreational purpose. So I know they need basketball because I'm out there, so I know they need basketballs. Taking the kids who got good attendance records to the Bulls game, that's something that we created between Stacy and Pastor Hurt and Dr. Kai. I'm leaving some people out, but we wasn't looking to get pat on our backs. We was just making sure that we put the need out there that's out there. And by all means, as commissioners, you can go ahead and do your research, and when we come to education, we'd be more than happy if you want to talk about something that goes on. Because then it's all done.
I'm gonna help, but I just brought it up, but I'm gonna help because I didn't know. I thought the King's here was about learning. I didn't know it was just a gym. You know what I mean?
I'll bring the mission statement for you.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
I have nothing.
Thank you, Commissioner Hurd.
You're welcome.
And I just want to add a little nugget to what I was saying, and then, so not to prolong it, but, everything we do here should represent the mission statement. And the mission statement is not one fold, it's multifaceted to the different things that we're needing for the Black population, whether it's education, social, economic, employment, and other circumstances. So whether it's a field trip or a museum trip to the DeSable, a game, providing basketball, providing uniforms to kids, there's nothing that we can do that is not of need to the kids. Kids need a lot of different things. There's a lot of exposures that we can provide to the youth. So just because we're not providing something academically at this point in time, and to me, the DeSable Museum was an academic facet that kids can learn from. And I know because we participated in that. So I don't think that anything that we're focusing on at this particular time doesn't mean that we can't do something else in the future to represent the kids or to provide exposure to the kids. So we went to the council to get the monies that they donated. These were the areas that we felt that we were going to address at this time. Feel free to go out and seek any organization, any business, whatever, to ask for donations. I was with Commissioner Cox, I think Commissioner McCormick, Commissioner Hurt. We met, we put in our ideas, and I developed that donation letter. That donation letter is at our fingertips. You can go to any organization and say, here, I represent Michigan City Social Status of African American Males. This is what we're doing. We'd like for your participation. We'd like for your support. We'd like for you to give a donation. And then at that time, you can figure out, make a suggestion or recommendation of where you would like those monies to go. But I'm hoping that we don't have any type of critique on what we've already done, because I think kids need it in any way, whatever it is, whether it's academic, a basketball, a belt. We talked about belts. We talked about all kinds of things, but this is right now is where the monies are being dispersed at. So,
Mr. President, I have a question before we close. Did we look out see if we get another sponsor from the city council to take our request to amend the state statute, or to amend the muni code to add LaPorte County Council as one of the appointing authorities to one resident member, hopefully one from the county?
I have not had a chance to have that conversation yet, but I plan on talking about that.
Yeah.
Even if it's at the annual address to the city council.
One of the things I'm not comfortable with, if when Miriam, Miss Moore, and Mr. Millsap was here, they was adamant about opening it up to the county. Some of us said no, and then the vote came, and the vote, it carried. They opened it up to the county. And again, the county council has done a lot for us, like it or not. They supported us, and not with just a mouth, but with funds. This is something that should happen. Unfortunately, we have a liaison that's from the council on here. He's not here that much. That's another thing that should be addressed as well. But at some point, I just hope our wishes are carried out. I think the ideas that came around with this group, everybody here has done a great job, and I think we need to make sure that the council do their part as well.
I agree wholeheartedly. I did vote in favor of that because they do contribute monetarily to the commission, and so therefore I think they should have a seat at the table.
Thank you.
I have one quick question.
We'll finish with the commissioner comments real quick.
We're finishing.
Commissioner Carey.
Okay, if I remember right, we had a director and an attorney on this board. I was wondering, were they ever going to be replaced, or is that something?
We've never had an attorney on this commission.
It's the interest of Amber.
We never did?
Are you
No.
thinking human rights?
You think in human rights?
Human rights.
This is human rights?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Wrong meeting. You're got the right time, it's wrong meeting.
Turn the TV on.
Human rights. Yeah.
I put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah, the city attorney, if we have any questions or whatever, we go to the city attorney.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
And we usually have a council liaison on, but the one that we had didn't seem to agree with what we wanted to do. So
Do we still
Nick
have the
was gonna
same
talk
one
to,
for 25?
to them.
Do we still have the same one for 25 this year?
No, they haven't done the list yet.
Oh, okay.
Tracy hasn't put it out yet.
Well, Mr. President, you might want to write a correspondence to the new president. That might be a starting point.
To Tracy.
And I move that you write a letter to the, on behalf of the social status, to the council president,
new
asking
council.
them to consider appointing someone that wants to be a part of it, or not to say the other person don't want to, somebody that can be at all the meetings or try to make at least some of them.
Do we have a letterhead for the commission?
Yes, we do. We discussed that at the last meeting. That's why we were going to make it a habit of sending letters out.
Letters out,
Thank
they
you for that.
with the letterhead, yeah.
All right, I think we're
When the sharp is attacked today.
Jacqueline Dyer, 421 Lincoln Avenue, West Side. With our new administrator in office and his threat, well, not a threat, but with the immigration policy, I'm wondering how will this affect our schools here in Michigan City? I know for a fact that when I moved back to Michigan City, Park School was going through a renovation, and then all of a sudden it closed down. And I asked a few of the teachers over there, why are you all closing Park School? And they explained to me because there was not a balance of black children and Caucasian children. So so they had to close Park School down. I am just wondering how many will there, because of the immigration situation, will more schools be able to close down? And if so, what will happen? Because I do know that schools make a community. I'm just wondering, it bothers me. I don't have any children in school, not a one, but it does bother me because I do know that a school makes a community, a neighborhood.
But I think if you take that and add to that the tax cuts that they want to do in the state and the funding that might get taken away from our public schools too, I mean, now you're looking at a double-edged sword that could affect that. But I think that would be a question that maybe you want to present to the Michigan City Area School Board. They may have a better answer for you on that.
Thank you for paying attention to what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, so next time, I mean, people need to wake up and see who they voting for. Or read between the lines, the lines.
Being that Commissioner Benning did bring up the mission statement, Commissioner Moore, would you mind reading it?
Okay, our mission statement. The mission of the Michigan City Commission on the Social Status of African American Males is to study the social conditions of the state's black male population, develop strategies to remedy or assist in remedying the serious adversities, and make recommendations to improve the educational, social, economic, employment, and other circumstances for Hoosiers. The commission serves policymakers and public interest groups, as well as the media, community organizations, and members of the general public.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Mr. Chair, with that being said, is that on our Facebook page?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either,
It was always with the,
but it's always in our minutes.
yeah, it was always on the
It's
agenda.
always on the agenda with the
Always.
minutes.
And the
Oh,
agenda.
okay, cool. So it should.
But
Facebook page.
we get added to the Facebook
Yeah,
page for sure. Yep.
I move to adjourn.
Got a motion to adjourn?
Second?
Motion and a second, all in favor? All opposed?
Got it in
All
there?
right, thank you, everybody.
What's your email address?